Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'll be reviewing the Dell Latitude 7310 and I bought it second hand for $244. So you can see there's a few scratches on the front, but that doesn't really matter. The PC is still the same. And I think it was a pretty good price I got it from. If we check the inside, the laptop has no scratches on the inside at all. The keys, they feel like any other laptop, maybe a bit smaller, and the trackpad feels smooth. The buttons doesn't seem like they're jammed or anything. It's reactive and it looks pretty good for being second hand. And that's how it looks. So let's see the core components. So let's start with the CPU, which is an Intel i5 10th generation, which is a bit older, but it's still good enough for a laptop. You don't need anything crazy. And then for RAM, we actually have a bit overkill. We have 16 gigabytes of DDR4, which is a lot in this economy, but it only actually has access to like 10.4, which is still more than enough. So this is a really good amount of RAM for a laptop. And then we can also check our drive, which I think is just like any other drive. Any laptop like has 256 gigabytes unless added more. So nothing special with that. And also the graphic card is just the built-in one. It's a Intel UHD Graphics, which doesn't really get you anywhere. But it's a laptop after all, so it's not meant for actually gaming. So I'll take it. The price with these components were pretty fair in my opinion. Let's also check the battery since it's second hand, and it seems like they actually replaced the battery. I don't know if it's the original battery, but it has the same company name as the PC, so I would assume it's kind of the same area. Maybe not the full capacity, but this one has enough battery time to last around a bit less than 10 hours, which is actually pretty good. I wouldn't say I'd use my laptop ever more than 10 hours at a time before charging, and you can charge it up for maybe like between 1 to 2 hours, and it's full battery again, from my experience. So it's pretty good. Also, let's try out the performance. So we're in Roblox, and it doesn't seem to be lagging at all, actually. So a simple game like Roblox looks pretty good, and let's check out the task manager. And we have, let's just load real quick. The CPU is only using like half of its capacity, and the graphic card is actually under a very small amount of load, actually. It's keeping up very well, which is expected though, since Roblox doesn't really require a lot, but that's pretty good. So let's try CSGO instead, which also is a pretty lightweight, but it's still a bit tougher than Roblox. So it seems like we're taking a while to actually load into the lobby because it's just a black screen. But there is a lot of animations in the start of CSGO, so if you can see also my GPU is freezing up there. But we actually made it into lobby, so let's see. We have around 15 to 20 FPS in game. I'm using a trackpad right now. I'll probably plug in a mouse. But let's see if I can get a kill on this FPS using the trackpad. This is against bots, I know, but I'm just trying to test the performance, and I don't want to get like any penalty for using third-party software to see the performance. And I actually managed to get a kill, so let's try and put the lowest possible resolution as well, so we have lowest everything to see if we can boost our FPS. And it seems like it has to do a bit of recalculating because it doesn't change really. And actually it's consistently between 20 and 30 now instead, and you can actually kill people. I feel like this is actually playable. I also plugged in a mouse, so as you can tell, probably. But like, it's not that bad. The only bad thing is I can feel that my PC is getting very warm, so I would not suggest actually playing CSGO on this laptop. This was just more to show you what it is actually capable of. So I would say around 20 to 30 FPS on lowest settings in CSGO, which I'll take for a work slash studying laptop, which I only spent $240 on. which I would say is a great deal in my opinion. I am not like I know some tech, but I'm not into everything, and I know this is an old laptop, so it might be super outdated. But I don't really see a need for like modern component in these older laptops because you don't need that much more power if you're just gonna use it for simple things. It is Windows though, because I hate Chromebook. But that's all for me. So see you in the next one.